The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters. Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and let's make it a great week, folks. Dow is up $1.21 right now. Nasdaq's up 25. S&Ps are up 13. You get gold up 11. Silver's up 20. We get platinum up 5. Bonds, it's pretty wild that bonds are actually, they're up 3 ticks, but it's crazy they're even up with the market up like this.
Absolutely.
147.26. King dollar down 21 ticks at 82.30. The euro's at 125.41. And bottom line is that what you brought up last week. I mean, King dollar broke with conviction.
Big time.
Huge.
Yeah, big time.
Huge. And now, folks, the thing that's amazing about this. So picture this: King dollar had topped out from 2000 to 2002. That price there was $1.18 to $1.21.
Right, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it takes that long to top out. Now check this out. So we go from 121, we get down to 70. Well, you know what, folks? We hit 70 in 2009.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Actually, March of 2009. Well, we're in 2012.
That's right.
You know, 4 years of cause, breaks topside. 89 is on the agenda, but the bottom line is that on the longer agenda is $1.20.
Exactly. Yeah, no question.
It's amazing, and it's not.
Yeah.
Every day that we go along, it's less amazing because where else are you going to put your money?
Well, yeah, and the problem is that the whole structure of the euro is it's just kind of coming apart at the bit by bit. Coming apart at the seams.
Oh, it's huge, man.
And so all that being said, then you can easily just fundamentally understand why the 120 is back on the table.
Yes.
Chart-wise, it shows you that. But then you can just go back to just the...
That's right. Now watch this.
The craziness over in Europe.
This gets real interesting. So watch this, folks. This is amazing, actually. We've talked about dollar bonds across the world, right?
That's right, yes.
Well, watch how this works on... Now, this has to do with actual... all banks everywhere, folks. Okay? So Basel III is coming in across the world.
Yes.
And so what Basel III specifically does is tries to get these banks at least not cooking their books as much. Okay? So what it does is this.
They're using some of the good Kerrygold.
Well, what Kerrygold, you mean
Kerrygold butter.
The butter.
Yeah,
I had mine this morning.
They're using good butter, not bad
I had
butter.
mine this morning. So what happens is this, is that inside the banking structure, they have to hold assets that are considered safer assets than other assets.
Yeah.
Well, wait to hear what has just happened in the last 3 months. What do you think's happened because of the euro? Those assets, won't be counted. Yeah. So this is what's going on. So this gets intense.
What do you mean they won't?
Well, they'll count them, but they're not. There's only 5. There's only 5 countries. There was 8 countries. 4 months ago.
Yes.
Now there's only 5 countries that Basel III will actually count as the asset that's on the book.
Okay.
Because of the weakness.
Okay.
In the world.
Okay.
All that just did is make everyone need dollars even more.
That's amazing.
Because it has to do. So watch what it has to do with. You've heard credit default swaps 1,000 times,
right?
Okay?
Right.
So what it has to do with is this: is that all countries, let's say they get these big portfolios, right?
Yes.
Well, they have credit default swaps on top of them in case things go bad.
Yes.
But because of what's going on in Spain, in Portugal, and so all those they can't have them anymore.
Okay.
They got to go get the U.S. ones. In U.S. dollars.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
It's amazing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's going to accelerate.
So you got to buy insurance policies with U.S. dollars.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you just sell the deal? You should give him a money management contract. I'm not kidding, man. It blows my mind. It's like, okay, so don't you know what the word SELL means? Oh, my God. Okay, so what do we got here? Where are we going?
we'll have to see what kind of volume comes in today.
25 million.
You got the spies are trying to get up to March 6th.
Yep.
And they should be able to do that pretty easy.
Yeah,
so
they should.
It's going to give us a little bit of a signal there, and the IWM finally has gotten up over the October 27th area. So, I think the close today is going to be really important to understand to what extent a bounce could be underway here.
Yeah.
So
field day.
Yeah.
Field day, folks, because what you're going to have, you get a 4-day week. You'll get an extension up there. Look at there's only 120 million right now out there. And if we go over to Apple just for a second, because Apple is, Apple's going to be a good gauge for the NASDAQ, because Apple is up on 3 million today. The 3 million is going to 37 million. It's like, okay, I could take that all day long.
Yeah, for sure.
But it makes sense. Today will be a slow day. Let's see, the beginning of the summer. This is a perfect week for a bounce. You got window dressing.
Yeah.
The end of the week, you get the first of the month. It's all in place. Nice bounce. Boing.
So it's going to do it without the euro bouncing?
It looks it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't get anywhere. But
I don't know. I don't know. That's a wild card to just say stinger.
No, but see, that's the disconnect, which is dynamite. That's what's so cool about it. So you just sit there and you just wait for the...
For sure, implosion.
Yeah, no, you just wait for the bounce.
Yeah.
The euro doesn't move, it goes sideways, and then the euro does this next leg down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A to B, I mean, look at this, a monster.
The close of last week was important because it broke swing points going back to August 2010.
Right.
The monthly chart on the euro, so it'll be interesting to see how the monthly actually plays out, where it closes, because it's trading inside the swing point. I'm sorry, it was headed to. I know it doesn't have. It's headed to the June 2010 swing point.
Right.
So we'll see if it can. So here you got two problems with the euro, as I see it. On the monthly chart, if it doesn't get down there, in essence, it's stopped right before there. So that's not necessarily
right.
So
that's right.
So that's a bad sign.
That's
right. Or it actually trades inside there. Either one, you got two sets of two hands that you can't win with.
Well, it's amazing now. That's
the monthly.
That's the monthly
look
on the folks,
the euro.
what you have there, right? It's amazing. Okay, you have 3 black crows.
Yeah,
at the very beginning.
That's right.
And in 2008, and they love to get tested. But in this case, the guy tested twice.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a disaster. It's unbelievable, actually.
Yeah, and it just so fundamentally the technicals are lining up with the fundamentals, and so that's where when you take a look, so that's really the interesting thing. You got now. Even the pound itself was not acting well. I looked at it earlier this morning, early in the early hours, and now the pound has made a 0.618 retracement, but it still wants to trade lower. So it's not as if people are not rushing from euros to pounds.
Right.
Okay. So I mean that's what this exercise here tells you.
Exactly.
Okay. They're running from euros to dollars.
Right. Yeah.
Pounds to dollars.
Right.
And actually the yen, so the yen is a little bit is kind of trading sideways as well. It was a little bit stronger, but it's actually trading off of its lows. I mean,
I'll tell you something. If they start running out of the pound to dollar.
Well, I mean, that's what the chart is telling. It's kind of like the chart's saying, hey, wait a minute here.
Right.
It's not as if over in Europe they're running to the pound.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Either.
I'm with you.
As a liquidation event goes on, so that's pretty serious.
It is.
So it just really adds even more fuel to your analysis of just how important King Dollar is, really to everybody around the world.
Right. Right. It's totally. The stash is
actually, it's always been like that.
The stash is on. It has.
It has. From in the 90s when I used to travel a bunch overseas,
right.
And I've had to use it at a couple of times where, I always traveled with a bunch of cash.
Right. Totally.
Because in the worst case scenario, folks, as long as you had dollars, you could get out.
You get out of town.
Yeah, you could get out of whatever jam.
Right.
That you.
Right.
That somehow you got yourself into.
Right. Yeah.
And I used it in China, used it in Russia.
Right.
And and people love to see the dollar.
To get yourself in jam there, you just have to walk into the country. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. So let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks we got out here, even though we don't have any high volume. You got BAC's up, oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Bank of America's up 11 cents. Vertex Pharmaceuticals down 11.50.
Now, that one, we were taking a look at that.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it was about to create a huge island out here, but the whale is still back in there.
Look at that.
That whale going back to May 7th when it did 40 million shares, but this thing is gapped up, gapped down.
So this must have been a takeover that did fail or something. No,
I don't think so.
Okay, so what it did, folks,
maybe it was a pharmaceutical drug thing. I think is more so.
So, folks, if you want to see, that don't ever chase gaps. Okay, this baby here gapped away from $37 on the May 4th. It opens the following day at 58. It goes up to 66. It closes Friday at 64 and opens today at 53. Now, I mean, this thing's going back to 38.
I know.
Bottom line, that's what it's doing. So let's see what happens here. Revised data shows it's less beneficial for you. Great.
They got the guys that do the jobs report.
Yeah.
They hired them.
Oh, my God. Right? Vertex Pharmaceuticals sank the most in 8 years after the company revised results reported 3 weeks ago from a study of 2 cystic fibrosis drugs, saying the combination showed less of a benefit. That's intense, man.
Yeah.
That is absolutely intense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh, my God. That's... Oh, Facebook. We might as well go.
Yeah, Facebook is trading off again. Well, what's new out there, huh? Down 5% this morning.
$30 on its way to 14.
Yeah.
And now they get options.
I know some folks have been talking about a $28 target. Yeah. I think that's way too high.
Forget it. They get options on them now, too. The volatility in the options this morning is 60%. Folks, let me tell you something. Facebook's going to... Now, what is... I was talking to a couple of friends over the weekend. And,
are they Facebook users?
A couple of... No, they're not, but a couple of them got a couple hundred shares.
They did, okay.
So... Yeah. They're saying, where do you think it's going? I said, it's going down the tubes, right?
Yeah.
And then, so and this is where it gets interesting, that if you're not over your head, it's a couple hundred shares, not the end of the world.
That's right, yes.
And this one guy said, I'm just going to keep it anyway. He says, what difference does it make? I said, well, it makes a difference. I says, it goes to $14 and you're in it for, 7,000, you're going to have 2,800 left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he says, well, do you think that they'll be able to charge people to go on? Yeah, and I says, listen, man.
That's changing their business model. Like
no, they could.
Yeah, but that would be like the movie guys that got crushed. They changed their business plan. Netflix, right? Same kind of thing.
No, I know, but they could. Even if they can get $2 or $3, right?
Yeah.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We have the Dow up 139, Nasdaq up 38, S&P's up 16. We're going to be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers, where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume and the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains.
Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shree's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC. It's that time of year again, and the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway is back. Every day in June, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a Great Panther Silver 1-ounce silver bar, and all you have to do to enter is visit the front page of TFNN.com and fill out your entry. Great Panther Silver and TFNN wishing you a great start to the summer. Sign up today to have a chance to win a 1-ounce silver bar during the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway the whole month of June at TFNN.com.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you Tigers and Tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow up $1.34, Nasdaq's up $40. We have the S&Ps up 16. They get some price movement here. There's no doubt about it. And
the SPY seems to have, on the 10-minute chart, seems to have the better volume pattern going on. The small caps, so absolutely don't, as they start. And I was looking just at the 10-minute
No, I'm with you.
But the small caps don't.
The neat thing here, folks, the neat thing is if you're a bear, the neat thing here is that you have... Right now, from the 18th, we have a high volume low.
Yes.
On the SPY.
On the daily chart.
On the daily. 319 million.
Right.
The SPYs are doing 32, but the SPYs are going into 220. And now that figure can bring you all the way up to $1.34.50, as high as what? $1.35.76, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and really it ends up being, one of the places you can take a look at is just March 6th, the high there, 135.43, so that's really the battle that it should be doing.
Right, which is dynamite.
That's one of the battles. You can go back and the other battles just going to the low of April 10th.
Right.
That 135.76. So that'd be so a lot of struggle on the way up here.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
No. Because if it goes up like it's continued to going up, folks, that's where the line is going to be to fire away.
Yeah.
Because you go overseas. Now, nothing, the thing that's really great about the marketplace, right, is that nothing has changed, but yet prices change every day.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you go to Spain, Spain already blew its brains out. It's already taken its lows out.
Still down again this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Still down off another 1.6%.
Yeah. It's taken its lows out. You're at 6,200. I have to bring this to a maximum because what you have here is that, it's going back to, well, the next swing point is what, 50, 52?
Yeah.
You're at 62. And you think that's amazing, folks. You got to remember something that we were at 78, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's not like it just continues down. And those banks, this morning, what's happening over there? The government's worrying they were going to bail out one bank, and now they're saying, oh no, because there's a second one that's going at the same time.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to figure out, okay, how do we bail all these out, and what's the structure?
Yeah. Well, I thought that last Wednesday when we were last together, you were talking about look. So here's what's going on in Greece. You got all these folks out there. They're being pretty smart about this.
Right.
They're taking out all their money.
Right.
All their euros out of the bank.
Right.
Putting them wherever.
Sure.
Internet bank, whatever they might be doing. Stashing them somewhere. So they'll have those to spend when they decide to go overseas and do whatever they want to do.
Huge.
And then get retooled in
drachma.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally.
Talk about a group of folks taking everybody to cleaners.
Oh yeah, big time.
They really don't have what's their downside?
None.
That's really kind of the amazing thing when you take a look at it. Is what's the downside on
their downside is going back to work and paying for it, and they're not going to do that. It's already proven they're not going to do that. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And the reality is that the bankers that lent them the money never should have lent them that much money. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But of course, and that's where what always happens if you think someone else is going to bail them out. That's where that risk parameter comes into it, because they'll lend them more money, say, the other government's going to bail them out. So the bank itself is going to get the money back.
Right.
Who ever heard of such a thing? So picture this, folks. In the first bailout, this is what's so bizarre about it, is that the European Central Union said, okay, everyone else is going to take a haircut, but ours are worth the exact same amount.
That's right.
I said, what are you talking about? How does that work? How can the same security be worth 100 cents on the dollar and 50 cents on the dollar someone else, or 25 cents on the dollar someone else? It can't happen. And the market's going to show that the market is bigger than all those central banks.
That's right.
The market's going to show that, no, it's not going to happen. And it goes, at the end, folks, when you see this turnover, it's going to be quick. We're going to walk in here on Monday morning, and it's going to be Sunday night, and then the revaluation is going to take place.
Yeah.
And, 50 cents on the dollar, and then they're making money again, and everyone's happy.
Yeah. So bonds, like you were saying before.
Oh, man.
But it's kind of you got the market up 138. You got the 20-year trading out at 133.28 right now.
Right.
It's certainly not giving up anything.
No, giving up. Look, folks, you should see this thing. Right now, this is blowing my mind, actually.
Yeah.
We've done 362,000 contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a lot of contracts, folks.
Yeah.
Building cars.
Yeah.
It's a monster. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Dow up 138, Nasdaq up 40, S&P's up 16. We got gold up 10, silver's up 20, platinum's up 8. Bonds are up 3. King dollar down 26. They can't kill it. We're going to be right back, folks.
Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations, including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to tfnn.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney Financial Advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. They're getting some acceleration out here. No juice, but plenty of price movement. You get the Dow up $1.52, NASDAQ 45, S&P's 18, gold's up 10.
Gold really can't get moving.
No, it can't.
No,
it can't.
Gold and silver not really moving much at all at this point.
And what you have, folks, okay, which is just amazing. 2 weeks ago, that's a high volume low. You put this on a weekly.
Exactly.
You put this on a weekly. And that contract has a high volume low, which is not cool. Well, let's put it this way: it's
cool if you want to buy gold at cheaper prices.
That's right. That's right. You know,
but even all that correlates to So gold is behaving actually the way that you would expect it to, with the dollar moving the way that it.
That's
is
correct.
Moving. So that correlation is working out just fine.
And with the correlation, the thing that's amazing here. So when you take a look at that. And then you take a look at what you talked about, that even the bonds are up 3 ticks.
Yeah.
That is saying, folks, that this is a market that you want to sell.
And the euro is not is still trading in essence lower.
Right.
So so those pieces of the puzzle don't really support
higher prices right now.
That's right. Yeah. I mean,
but it's a regular bounce.
That's what it supports. Is that it's just
exactly.
a bounce.
Exactly. A bounce in a down market.
Yeah.
And, you know, what you'll hear today, remember you brought up last week about the acceleration. This is the best day that ever. You'll hear the same thing today.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Listen, folks, don't forget, June 8th, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he is going to be doing a webinar. It's identifying the characteristics and patterns of his Chapman wave. And you can go over to our website at TFNN right now.
And they want to do it now because through Thursday, they can receive a nice discount.
Right.
So the early bird special.
Early bird special. Early bird gets the worm.
Hey, now we got the Great Panther Silver.
Yes.
We don't talk about it, but we're going to start doing the drawing on this, I believe, the beginning of next week.
June 1st. Yeah. Announce every trading day, folks. So if you haven't signed up for that, all you have to do is sign up, by the way, too. You just go over, you sign up, put your name, your email, and every day, during the trading day, we'll be giving an ounce away.
Gosh, can you believe it? June already.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Time flies, doesn't it? It's just like that.
It's flying even more. It absolutely is, man. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
So you're up in the Northeast. What's the feeling up there? Still,
It's busy up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a good part of the country that bounce back a little quicker than.
But you know what's amazing, right? The amazing part for all you folks up there that is hard to. It's hard for me to well, I know both sides of it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I was up there forever. I've been down here for 13 years.
Yes.
But I always had a house in Boca since 1980.
Yes.
So we're always down here, but it's different being down here all the time.
Yes.
For the amount that they pay in rents, though, and in units, it's just unbelievable. I'll tell you a story. I built a lot of places up there. And this one unit I built 6 units, and they were on the water.
Yes.
When I sold them in 1988. 88, yeah, I sold them in 88 for $250,000 a piece.
Yeah.
And at that point, they're 800 square feet, so that was pricey.
Yeah.
Those units, and this is in South Boston, folks. If you're familiar with it, it's Farragut Road. It's the very corner house overlooking. You can't miss it. And there's a big glass cupola on them. They're beautiful houses. But anyway. You're overlooking. So I sold them at $250.
Yeah.
Then it was a real estate crash, folks. And the crash in Boston, by the way, was just as bad as this crash.
Sure.
Okay. Those units went down to 125. Okay. And out of those units, 3 of them got lost.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 other people had them. Went down to 125. Well, listen to this. Those units then came all the way back up.
Yeah.
Okay. To about 1.2 million.
That's
1.2 million. But listen to this, folks. This gets sicker. Come back down. Those units right now are 1.5 million.
Wow.
And what has happened?
So that's gone up pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, no, it has. Well,
location.
What has happened in South Boston, which is amazing, is that you could buy the same place in South Boston if you bought something out of the suburbs.
Yeah.
What happened in South Boston is that it went up literally 80 times more than the suburbs.
Yeah. Because
it's a city now.
Supply and demand.
It's the city.
Yeah.
No, it's I was, it was amazing, folks. Growing up there and then seeing what's happening now. This is the first time I was there at night.
Yeah.
Because I was sleeping at my cousin's house, right?
Okay.
And we were going out, and I was looking. It was like being downtown.
Yeah.
All the bars are open. All young people were everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's only 3 miles, 2.5 miles to downtown. So it makes sense that everything is more expensive, but it's pretty cool. But, it just goes to show, though, that, if you are in a place with jobs, but I'll tell you, it's interesting. That whole concept, it's wild.
Yeah. And now we got the series between Boston and Miami.
Yes.
To the NBA.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
I don't watch a lot of basketball, but during the championship, and you got the Stanley Cup now starts Wednesday night.
Oh yeah.
So that's L.A. against New Jersey. So that should get some pretty good television.
That will get big television. That's going to get big television, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
So it'll be good.
So let's go over to the DAX. We go over to Germany. We take a look at Germany right now. Okay, so the DAX. Yeah, she's climbing up
Actually,
here too.
getting up over October 28th.
Yes.
So their October 28th swing point high is 64.30.60. It's at 64.27.50. So it's taking it on.
Yeah.
And closes in about 50 minutes. So we'll see where that thing closes. What is interesting about the DAX is it has done If you're watching us on Tiger TV, it's actually done a good job of staying inside its channel lines.
Right.
And that's what it has been attacking really for the last week. All last week, it was attacking that area. I still think it's going to attack it and move lower to set up a larger A to B equals CD down.
Sure.
But you can see where the tug of war is right here.
That's pretty cool.
And it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. You go over to that. Let me see. Walmart has run all the way back up. Look at this thing.
So this is after the Mexican
after
scandal.
They're paying everyone off. Yeah. So we put this back on a max chart.
Yeah.
It's going after those highs again. So now we're at 65. Yeah, it's going to go after it. And that's amazing. It's going to go after the 70. This is about as deviant as you get, right? Okay, so let me put this on 1 second. So Walmart, folks, has been in a consolidation since 1999.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing.
1999. That's about as wild as you get. Let me put this back. So I'll go 1999. We'll put it on a monthly. Yep, just sit back. 1999.
Yeah, pretty intense. Going all the way, just trying to get to the $70 mark. 70 and a quarter.
And so we don't have, which is great to know. Okay, so watch how this works. So you get over the 63 area.
Yeah.
And that was 500 million shares, and we did that with 213 million. So that's
that's right.
Which is dynamite.
That's what you're doing this month. That's right.
So what's happening, folks, is you get an extension without any juice.
Yeah.
So you'd like to see it go tag those highs up there.
That would be $70.25. Takes you all the way back to 1999.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, absolutely.
Unreal. Let's go to Kathy in Cambridge. Hey, Kathy, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How are you today?
Doing great. How you been?
Good. How was your weekend? Nice?
It was. Thank you. And yourself?
Excellent.
Cool.
Kind of busy. Worked most of the weekend.
That's good.
You were talking earlier about real estate and buying and stuff.
Yes.
Right now up here, it is just beyond crazy. It's like going back to 2005.
Yeah. You're in Cambridge now, right?
I am, but it's Cambridge, Arlington, Watertown, Belmont.
Right.
Anything within the 128 belt.
Right.
And multifamilies are just, you can't keep them on the shelf more than a week.
Isn't that amazing?
Correctly. Well, like I said, and you were saying earlier, it's the first time in the 25 years I've been in the business that you can park your money. You know what I mean? If you buy a
right.
multi that's $500,000 or $600,000, you throw $250,000, $300,000 at it.
Yep.
Your mortgage, even as an investor, isn't more than $1,500 a month, and up here you're $1,500 to $1,800 for a two-bedroom all day. So
for a closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it depends on where you are.
No, I understand, but when we're saying, folks, the rents are very high, and where Kathy is,
the rents are outrageous.
Yeah.
So if you can park $250,000 into a multifamily, I mean, you pray to God it doesn't go below that in value, but your income, you're making $1,200-$1,500 a month on your investment.
Oh, listen, it's
and Kathy, so over the last year, so a year ago, this month.
A year ago, it didn't work. A year ago, you couldn't give away property up here. That's like it's just this past 6 months has just been crazy.
Yeah.
I had multis I couldn't give away last summer.
Yeah.
This spring, you cannot keep them on the market. There's 4 on the market in Cambridge right now.
The bull is on the run, folks. It's the real estate bull.
It is.
It's because of the rates. It's because of the rates. And
yes.
You talking about that 30-year going to 160? It's going to pull the 10-year up with it, and
that's right.
And so I've been telling people if you're going to buy a multi, this is the time to do it because even as an investor, your rate is, if you have good credit, you're in the high 4s, low 5s for a 30-year.
Right.
And it's kind of a no-brainer up here.
And what you've had, what's interesting, folks, is this. So you have even people that have been in the real estate business, they got beat up so bad that they don't want nothing to do with it anymore.
Right.
So that market is smaller.
Yes.
The rental market is just huge. And people are used to it, which is just amazing. I mean, it blows my mind, but we know I've been doing this long enough that that's how it is. And if that's how it is and they cash flow positive, forget it. I mean, it's,
I've never seen cash flow positive for an investor in my 20 years. You could never buy a multi and have it pay for itself.
Well, I'll tell you, when I started, we started the Tiger Fund. And, folks, if you're an accredited investor and you're interested in Florida, we're in Hillsborough and Pinellas, you can email tigerfund at TFNN. But I'll tell you, when I started that, looking at that deal, which is over a couple of years ago, Kathy, I was looking at the higher-end properties. They didn't cash flow.
Right.
No. And they still don't. They may in another 2 years, but they don't. But the ones that are insane were the sweet spots where they were like 325, folks, and now they're 100 Gs. Yeah. And they're insane. And, of course, what happens down here is a 325 house down here is $1 million house where you are.
Sure.
Right, but we've definitely had destruction up here, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 5 years ago, if it was worth $1 million, it's probably worth $750 right now.
Yeah, but it's coming back very quick. Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends. It's such a tight market as far as location. Location is everything. I mean, you can still be in Cambridge and be, to the west side of Cambridge. It's 3 streets to the east would be $500,000 more for the same property. 3 streets, 2 streets.
Listen, in South Boston, it absolutely blew my mind. I mean, I went by the places that I built, and there's a bunch of them I built, but what happens is that I was saying, okay, it can't be that much, and then all of a sudden, I walked into a place, I said, tell me, what's this? And they said, oh, that's that. I'm saying, man, she'd be kidding me. I mean, it's like...
Right, it's still crazy. I still have people overbidding and outbidding and bidding wars, and it's like, are you kidding me? And I keep telling them, wait, don't do this.
And folks, Kathy, what blows my mind? It's real. Inside the cities, folks, it's real. But we're talking about people bidding on properties that, unfortunately, they don't even do the work that they need that should be done on them. I mean, some of these are a bunch of they're just terrible looking properties, but they're still getting a fortune for them. It's like
no. And if they're doing any kind of a mortgage, I have to make sure that within the offer it says, that this property has to appraise, or that the lender makes sure they put it in that pre-approval letter that the property has to appraise.
Right.
And we're even having them the appraisers use the UAGs, the under agreements versus the solds, because the market is so much stronger in the last 3-6 months versus last year, last winter.
Sure. Oh, it's happening.
You can't use solds. You have to use, properties that are under agreement.
Sure.
But, it's pockets. Certain pockets, certain locations. But then, if you can walk to the transportation, if you can walk to the center of town, if you don't have to do crap to the property,
right.
Fine. People don't want to do anything. People don't want to mow a lawn. They don't. It's like I want to walk in, turn the key, and I'm done.
Well, no, you know what you just said. That's important because what we do down here, I make sure that the lawns are taken care of. I make sure the pools are taken care of. Because what ends up happening is that when you're pushing those out, you walk in. People want to walk in.
For sure,
everything's done.
That's
and I love it.
Do you know what I mean? Clean.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the cheapest, crappiest IKEA kitchen on the planet, as long as it's clean and beautiful.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's all they want.
Yeah,
and they'll pay top dollar for it. So
glad to hear business is good for you.
That's good news, man.
It is. It's busy. I'm busy up here for sure. Yeah. There's certain pockets, though. Like I said, there's things you can't give away. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what is so cool. So what I love about this deal is this. Okay, so picture something. If the economy goes great. Things are going to go up. The economy goes bad, what's going to happen? They're going to put more money out, inflation's going to go up. What's going to happen when inflation goes up? Real estate's going to go up. Yeah. I mean, This is one of these deals, folks, okay, that it's...
Right now you want to be buying.
That's right. That's all I'm doing is buying.
Cheap.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right, you guys have a good
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Kathy from Cambridge. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we waited at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Identification? Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, if you are a real estate bull and you're interested...
take a look at the call from Kathy, and what people should really take out of that is, as she was saying, just take a look at the last 6 months,
right?
And in the right area,
right?
So we know Florida, is the right area,
right?
We know especially near the beach, near the water, the amenities, the whole thing,
right?
It's the right area, and you got to jump on it now. You got to jump on,
And the price,
you don't have to, but it's the right time to jump on it,
right? And the price is. The bottom line is that you're buying them 30, 40, 50% of what you can build them for.
Yeah.
And it's ASAP. So it's when I look back at the last 30, 40 years, this has been the best deal I've seen since I did the bankrupt bonds.
Yeah. Which that was a heck of a deal.
Gold at 282 is dynamite.
Yeah.
Now, this what the difference was at gold at 282, and we made a fortune. No two ways about it. But the difference was I was speculating and saying, yeah, it's going to go up, and sure enough, it did.
Yeah.
The difference here is that you're going in and you're cash flow positive immediately.
That's right.
So that's
really
a different ball game because it's running in. If you want the information and you are an accredited investor, folks, you can email tigerfund@tfnn.com.
So in the IBD 50, they're starting. We were just taking a look at during the break here, folks. They're starting to take apart Tractor Supply. Now I can't find any information as to why. So there's no news that I've seen on Tractor Supply. Maybe you'll pick something up. But right now, today, it's trading out at 93.74 or so, but it's doing it with volume. So market's been open for an hour and 26 minutes.
Right.
You've had 1.3 million shares come out of it. The swing point that it's going into only has 1.2 million shares. If you just go back to May 21st, and it's coming into this sign of strength, this little gap up that has 3.8 million shares from April the 12th. But you have volume like this keep up, it's got no problem blowing away that volume from April the 12th out there.
That's right.
And that there's a so that low is 93.55. You're 93.72 right now. That's where the battle for Tractor Supply is. So it breaks through there, sets up the index spot, goes all the way back to January 12th, where it's got another little gap up there with 3.2 million shares. That, folks, it's $80 and 77. So if you happen to be playing these IBD stocks and you're in Tractor Supply, you've had a really nice run up, and you're getting some signals today that this is a good day to make sure you got tight stops in place.
Take your money and run.
Yeah,
I just put a maximum up on Tractor Supply. Okay?
Oh yeah, when you do that and then you see where the volume is, those would always just like. You're like, oh, really?
Totally.
But, folks, I can guarantee you the whole reason that I ended up getting in touch with Tom was because of those things. And what I mean by that, folks, is, Tom is showing Tractor Supply, and so on the monthly, what's the price point approximately where
$34.
See, that's the thing where you say, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I can tell you, not only can it will.
Right.
At some point in time, it's going to go back to that volume area.
And, folks, see, it went nonstop from $13 in 09, up to 100. Bottom line is that it comes off those, and it all, we've always talked about it, the market gives you at least 3 chances to get out.
It does give
on
chances,
that one there,
sure.
It already has.
Oh, it does.
Absolutely has. And that, folks, that is whether you're short or long. In this case, people are long. In the short, the same thing happens, man, which is just wild when you think about it.
Yeah. But it's great. It's great for us. It's great for shows like this because we know that there's people that are listening to us that are in Tractor Supply.
Oh, sure.
And so we can come out there, show them the charts, and say, hey, look,
take your money and run, baby.
Absolutely. Collect your receivables. That's what all good business people do.
And, Facebook's going to get interesting here because they're trying to hold the 30 price point, folks.
Yeah,
it doesn't want to hold, though.
Doesn't
want to hold. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be going to a beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico, Kate Stalter, then Tucson, Arizona, Larry Pesavento, L.A., Ken Shreve, and then back here 4 to 6. Have a great one, folks.
Take care, folks. Have a great day.